Hi everybody, I'm Samantha, and we're about 3 weeks into our full-time journey, and I guess we're doing a little question and answer for those of you who may not know me. Um, I guess
So tell us how old you are.
I'm 32, um, and I guess I'm the mom in our little family of,
You guess you're the
I
mom?
guess, I'm supposed to be. It's kind of hard sometimes. Sometimes I don't want to do it, but every day there I am.
Alright, so tell us what you like to do.
Um, I like to do crafty things, much to everyone's dismay. I like to paint, and I'm a perfectionist when I do it, so I don't necessarily want to paint with other people because they're doing it wrong. But I like to do crafty type things. I like to batik and embroider and cross stitch. Um, I like to do photography, but it's kind of few and far in between. Take a lot of pictures and only get a couple of really good ones out of it. But I guess I'm hoping that on this journey I'll get some new opportunities for meeting new people and photographing things I've never photographed, and um, I guess documenting the kids' experience when they're experiencing new things together. I feel like this was the first time Simon really handled a tadpole and a frog, and over the last 3 weeks I've seen him go from utter terror of frogs to actually manhandling them and really catching them. Same with Sophie, she was very apprehensive, and now she's probably one of the top frog catchers with all the other kids that are around here. So I really just want them to be able to experience more than just our little community of Columbus, our little bubble we had there. So that's pretty much it, I guess.
Alright, what do you find most exciting so far?
So far, it's been the types of nature that we found. We're so used to what we had in the backyard, so cardinals and things like that. And just like I said, within 3 weeks, we've seen cedar waxwing breeding pairs. I saw a scarlet tanager this morning. Um, Great cheeked thrush. Those are all birds, I guess, if nobody really knows that. Um, Newts, salamanders, tadpoles, tons of butterflies, just so much nature that the kids are getting to explore, that I really take joy in, I guess, showing them this stuff and learning to appreciate it properly. So,
So, what do you think about living in 127 square feet?
it'd be nice to have a 23-foot camper instead of an 18-foot camper. And it's not bad. It really isn't. There's a lot of shuffling. We're still learning what we should keep and what we should really get rid of. And it was kind of hard doing all the research. A lot of the families were like, oh, you need this. This is essential. You have to have this. But that wasn't for us. And it also seemed kind of odd because when I researched it, all the families were probably in a 28-foot to 41-foot RV camper home. So to them, they needed all this space because they had a bigger family, or because they thought they needed it, or because they were using it as a home. We took it as an opportunity to downsize as much as humanly possible, mostly to force everybody outside when it's nice, and that way when we are actually stuck inside, it's not as unbearable. That was, I think, a big thing. Plus, we were able to, if it didn't work and we had to upgrade later, it's easier to upgrade than it is to downgrade. It took us forever to condense what we had into that small space, and now to, I guess, expand if we needed to, we could. But I really would like to, even if we do decide to go back to a stick and brick and mortar house, to really not have as much space as what we did. Even that, it was overwhelming. It easily got filled with stuff we didn't need or want, or it was just awful. So even if we do decide to go back to a permanent residence, I really don't want to go. I think I would be happy with maybe 300 or 400 square feet, and more land. The same principle. When it's nice outside, you go outside. You know, find your own space. But I guess the shuffling around has been the most difficult living in a camper. You can't like have somebody walk behind you when you're at the counter cooking. You kind of have to like turn sideways and shuffle back and forth. Even with Simon being so small, he's constantly like trying to be behind you, and you're constantly feeling claustrophobic. So we do a lot of, okay, everybody on their beds while one person's moving, and then the next person goes, and taking turns. I just realized I talk a lot with my hands. Yeah, so it's an adjustment, but I think it would be better to start small than to start big and have to downsize again. So, and I'm surprised. I honestly thought that with 2 kids, 2 adults, and 2 pets, it would be a disaster. And honestly, it hasn't been a disaster yet. So, and in 3 weeks, we've had vomit and diarrhea and just a whole gamut of nasty things that have went through one person or several people, and it's not too bad. So we're going to try toughing it out for at least the whole year, and hopefully we'll come out better at the end, or at least more knowledgeable with what we need and want at the end of it. So I guess that's it. Thanks for watching. We're rolling with the stones.